Welcome to another exciting episode of Tortured Bourbon, but
at the beach.
Yes, we are. What's up, Heather?
What's up, B?
Where are we?
We are in Oak Island, North Carolina.
Yeah, we love it down here. And we've been down here about 5 days, and we've spent some time
on the beach.
On the beach. 5.5 hours with the kids under the shaboogie.
Yes, we are a little bit sunburnt, but happy. Yep. And we thought we would mix up some summer cocktails for you all today because we're celebrating being on summer vacation.
Absolutely. 3 simple cocktails anyone can do, but will up your game just a little bit in between riding the waves.
Exactly. So first, what are we going to make, B?
We're going to make one of our personal favorites. It's easy. It's 3 ingredients, and it's the Gold Rush.
It's the Gold Rush. So simple. Speaking of simple.
That's right. So for this simple, you should always, as we say, make your simple at home, folks, until we get a sponsor.
And wants to send us some.
Yep. But this is just 1 part honey to 1 part water. You don't even really need to get it boiling. All you're doing is adding the water with a little bit of heat so that the honey pours a little easier, so it mixes a little better. It's going to stay good. Honey stays good for a long time, so you're good to go.
All right, you ready to get started?
Yep, so the first thing we have is a shaker with some ice.
And I'm going to hand you the Honey Simple.
And how much Honey Simple we got here?
We have 3/4 of an ounce.
3/4 of an ounce. And our trusty Las Vegas shot glass. What else do we have?
Next, we have 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice.
3/4 lemon juice. Fantastic. All right.
And then last, we have our tried and true favorite for mixing up a batch of cocktails, Elijah Craig Small Batch.
Available here at the ABC store.
Yes.
At OKI.
OKI and Southport.
All right.
And it's always a reasonable buy, right? It's around
25 bucks, $30, something like that. Not bad at all. Pop it on.
Folks, got a new shaker, if you don't notice. I learned something new today about what this shaker is called. It's a Boston shaker. Boston.
I hope that's what it's called, now that we've said it on camera. All right. So,
fact check us out there. Or actually, let's have our favorite producers over there going to fact check us.
We're just using this little strainer. Any strainer will do. We're at the beach. We're not too fancy. Oh, it's a beautiful color.
It is.
All right, ladies first. Tell me how we did.
Delicious and refreshing as always. It's so easy to do, but it's delightful.
If you wanted to throw a wedge in there,
absolutely, a little lemon wedge.
Not a problem. We're trying to be a little less fancy, being we just want to get it back out there and have a good time.
Look, that's what I'm all about at the beach is simplicity. You can still have delicious food and drinks at the beach, but make it simple on yourself. And this is a good one to start with.
Yeah. All right. So our next drink, we're going to do a little more of an island theme.
Yeah, a little bit of a tiki drink called the Iron Ranger. And who's that by, B?
It's by Raised by Wolves, place out of California.
It sounds delicious. I'll be honest, I haven't tried this one yet. I'm super excited. We
wanted to bring a tiki drink because tiki really reminds people of the beach. But so often, tiki's rum.
Right.
But this one is with bourbon.
It is
so
with
we're
bourbon.
Very excited. So what we have once again here, we have
our shaker with ice.
Shaker with ice.
That's how we always start.
Yep.
All right, and then first we have our bourbon, which is 2 ounces.
2 ounces of our Elijah Craig.
Yes. And next we have some lemon juice, and that will be 3/4 of an ounce.
3/4 of an ounce.
After that, we have some regular simple syrup this time, not the fancy honey simple syrup. That's a
regular
half ounce.
Simple syrup, half ounce.
All right. And here we have lemon juice.
Lemon juice?
Pineapple juice. Sorry, we have pineapple.
We have pineapple.
We have pineapple juice. I mixed up my yellow juices. We have pineapple juice, and that's way more tiki. We have an ounce of that. And then here we have something that I think you were going to tell the good people about a little bit.
So this is Flanerum. This is just a spiced syrup. You'll see this a lot in tiki drinks. It's worth picking up some. I'm not going to try to make this, but you certainly can. You just give it a couple shakes, and it's just going to add that spiciness to tiki drinks. We're putting a half ounce of this in. And
we will always tell you if something is worth making at home or if it's just worth picking it up at the store. Right. And this is one to pick up at the store.
And then finally,
we have 2 dashes of bitters.
That's right. There we go.
All right. Ready to shake it up?
Ready to shake.
Now, folks, we were going to serve this in a hurricane glass, and I promise you that we searched all over Oak Island for a hurricane glass and could not find one anywhere. So it is going to be in a pint glass, but B did make the fancy ice. How did you do that, B?
So you get what's called a Lewis bag, which is a
Does it have to be Lewis?
No, it's just
that just happens to be that
Lewis
one.
bag, and we got a mallet, and you just bang that bad boy.
This is a good way to get frustration out.
You smash ice. And after you've been on a beach with 3 kids for 5.5 hours, this is a heck of a tool. So we got our smashed ice. They said, folks, go find a solo cup. We found a beer mug, found a beer glass.
Ooh, it's a cool color. All right,
cool color.
And we are going to be fancy this time, and we are going to garnish with a sprig of mint.
Why don't you give that?
And that's it.
Told you.
It tastes like a tiki drink. It's very spicy. It definitely reminds you of something you'd have in the Caribbean.
That's very Jimmy Buffett.
It's very Jimmy.
I
think there's a song about that somewhere.
That's a boat drink.
That is a boat drink. Speaking of, we did go on a boat yesterday, and you didn't make that. I'm a little offended.
That would have been a lot of ingredients for the boat.
That's true. We kept it simple.
We kept it simple. Next up, this drink really brings out the South in us.
Yeah, our accents have been getting more and more Southern as the evening has gone on.
Yeah.
Flowers for me. I do declare, Mr. Beauregard.
Because we are making this with
iced tea.
Iced tea. And everyone's got some iced tea in the fridge if you're in the South.
You do.
It's required. But this is actually a sin because we made this iced tea
without sugar. Yeah, this is unsweet tea. And my grandmother would be very disappointed, so none of y'all let her know. And this is actually called the Bourbon Strawberry Ice Tea.
My story time. My Aunt Jackie used to make this tea. It was so sweet. It was like drinking syrup. It was like the bees were just they're like with those bee feeders. Wow, it was some sweet.
So that was
tea.
The chef at the sorority house I was in Carolina was the same way. That tea would have stood on its own, I think.
Your chef.
Yes.
Your chef.
Our chef.
Let's get on with making this drink. As we're taking the pretentiousness out of bourbon, we have our shaker.
We do.
Put the shaker.
We not ice first this time, actually. As you can see, it's empty. We're going to start with 2 strawberries that have been cut up.
There's nothing that says, well, not many things say South like strawberries.
Especially not in the
summertime.
And then we're going to add 1 ounce of lemon juice to that. And then B's going to do a little muddling. Or actually, I think I'm the muddler on this podcast.
Oh, you're going to,
I'm the muddler on this show.
You know, ladies got to do what ladies got to do.
All right, so we're going to muddle the strawberries and the lemon juice, which we've talked before about a little acid or a little sugar can help break down whatever you're muddling.
And she's twisting.
I am
That's
twisting.
her methodology.
It's my preferred technique to muddle.
At her sorority house, they had a muddler that muddled for them.
We did not have a muddler. We weren't allowed to have, see, that's a contradiction in the South. We had a chef that couldn't have alcohol inside the house.
I bet you did sing.
Did we sing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Lots of songs.
I'm sure.
All right. I think these are pretty much muddled and ready for business.
Have you told your sorority sisters you're doing a show about bourbon?
I have told several of them. I think it's really cool.
That's great. We're so excited for them.
Go try Sigma. All right. So next we are going to add some simple syrup, and this will be 3/4 of an ounce. After that, our trusty 2 ounces of Elijah Craig. All right, and now I think you have to add some ice and do some shaking.
Now it's time to add the ice.
I'm trying not to talk while he's shaking. I can't help myself. I think you just like that new shaker because you get to hit it really hard. Take out your aggression. All right, so now we're going to take a glass, going to strain it over.
You know what the people are asking?
What are the people asking?
Where does the iced tea come?
We're almost there, folks. Hang in.
It said to use a Collins glass. We didn't have a Collins glass.
No, we told you we couldn't even find a hurricane glass at the beach,
We're
so
at
a
the
Collins
beach.
glass was not happening. Now, here is where the iced tea comes in, B.
We're going to top the iced tea.
Shaking, and then I'm going to make it pretty because this is a pretty easy garnish. We're going to garnish with a strawberry and a mint sprig.
This is going to be refreshing.
And there you go, folks. Nothing says summer in the South like a little strawberry bourbon iced tea. I think you might have some family members that would enjoy that one.
Family members, I'm enjoying that one. That's fantastic.
That's delicious. That is so good.
All right. So finally,
to recap, we've got the Gold Rush, what we started with, the Iron Ranger.
That's right.
And then what did we make last? The Strawberry Bourbon Iced Tea.
Strawberry Bourbon Iced Tea.
All right.
Some people refer to it as a Kentucky Strawberry Bourbon Iced Tea.
Oh, well, there you go. We got to give Kentucky all credit where credit is due.
It's bourbon and tea.
It's bourbon and tea. All right, guys.
As always, have fun at the beach.
Yes, and cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.